Hello ladies and gents, it's Spoony Pizzas here. It's not really a Pro Evolution Soccer 2018 video, it's more of a Jose Mourinho rant stroke sort of tactical analysis of the games against West Bromwich Albion and Brighton. Okay, so Mourinho came out yesterday and said, sort of blamed the players, saying this is why, Lukaku should start, etc, etc. But let's not forget, West Brom did exactly the same thing is what Brighton did yesterday. So, yeah, basically all he did, if you look on the right hand side, West Brom did exactly the same. They just, when we had the ball, when Manchester United had the ball, they all went really compact, okay? And we kept trying over and over and over with Sanchez, Lingard, all moving towards the middle, like we got here. They would like drift in from the left, literally just float around this position. Lingard would float around this position. Pogba would just be in behind, about here, just off the left of the centre. Matic and Fellaini or McTominay or Herrera would sit in this position as well. Two defence midfielders, and then you'd have Valencia and Shaw or Ashley Young, for example, on the left. Okay, they would be the only ones providing width, and the problem with that is that if you've only got one player on this side, that means that Brighton only have to move out one player to go and take on Valencia, who's not got the best crossing ability. He just runs to the edge of the box and smashes it low across the ground. So you know what to expect, and you know how to clear that type of cross. Anyway, so whilst there's only one winger, you only need one of your defenders or your left winger to go and meet him. Okay, so the rest of their entire team can sit in the penalty box, and that's why we're struggling to create chances. And same on the other wing. If you have Ashley Young, you put one player out to him, he does about 5 or 6 Cruyff turns before he gets a cross in, and they've got about 9 other players. It's pretty simple maths, and they leave the one up top for just to get the ball out to sort of hold up the ball and build from. But yeah, it's just so frustrating. We keep going through the middle and it's driving me insane. Lingard, Sanchez, Martial, Rashford, they all cut in from the wing. They're not wingers, that's the problem. None of those players are wingers, are true wingers. The true wingers are Ashley Young and Valencia, which have been moved into fullback positions. And just, all we got to do is look at Man City. As soon as they get Sané and Sterling, they've basically hugged the touchline, along with the fullbacks as well. Really, but there's a nice distance between them. They're not too close together, and that creates far more problems because you've got 2 players to deal with. Therefore, you need to take 2 players out of the centre, which thins out the middle. Okay, so if we just change this around, so now Sanchez is out here, they're going to be really disciplined. They're going to stay out on the wings. Got Lukaku, who can cause some trouble in there. Now, if we look at Brighton, okay, instead of just one player going out and everyone filtering into the middle like this is what they would do if we just had the one winger to deal with. They just do that. All these players would be so compact, they drop in like that. And they say, okay then, beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. And you're only going to use this one player to deal with the winger. Okay, so if Sanchez and Lingard did stay wide and stay disciplined, what does that do? Well, the left back and their left winger would have to go out to meet them. Okay? So suddenly, He would probably come across as well, just in case the left back gets beaten. He would filter across. The right back would be under threat from Sanchez. Suddenly, you're looking at more like 2 in the box, plus the ones on the outside defending. You may even have this guy come across as well. And then what you've got then is, if you can switch the play quick enough, you're only left with 3 players on this side of the pitch to deal with. And that would open up the game so much. And that's what Man City have done to teams. They just said, okay, we'll just stay nice and wide, keep the pitch spread. And when you play wide, you open up the middle. It's simple. It's such simple math, and yet we just keep going through the middle. We just keep trying little flicks and tricks. He even said it against West Brom, and we tried it against bloody Brighton. It was exactly the same. Exactly the same. There's no point just, doing this and, Pogba moving up, little flicks and tricks in and around the box. It's not going to work. Oh, God. Honestly, when I saw it, I was just like, this cannot be. I mean, are they not listening to the manager's instructions? Or has Mourinho set him up like this? And I think he's set him up like this now, because he had different players and they were doing exactly the same. Instead of Sanchez, it's Martial. Instead of Lukaku, it's Rashford. I'm just like, instead of Ashley Young, it's Luke Shaw. And they're all doing the same thing. It's so frustrating, honestly, to watch. Because literally we got 4 against 8. I mean, you could just double mark. You could have players sitting on the line, whatever, and deal with all that. No problem. No problem whatsoever. If I was Chelsea, I'd just say, look, okay, let's change our formation. Instead of 3-4-3, just play 4-4-2 or 4-5-1. Do what Brighton did. Hits on the counter. Job done. Because Giroud to hold it up. Hazard would be brought into play. And this lot aren't going to... They might create a half chance, but little flicks and tricks around the box do not work. It's proven against West Brom and Brighton now. Like I said, I'd like to see them play wide and stay wide. So there's my little rant over anyway about Manchester United. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you're a United fan, does it frustrate you as well as much as me? It just doesn't make any sense why they're playing so narrow. But if you stretch the game, you stretch their team out across the pitch, all of a sudden, if you've got this stretched here, it's just there's suddenly gaps in between these players then in the midfield 3. So if you want to go through the middle, Sanchez could then cut in, but don't just start moving to the middle as soon as we pass the halfway line, which is what seems to be happening. As soon as our phase goes past the halfway line, it's just like, oh, let's just move in the middle. I'll move in the middle too, and it's just horrendous to watch. And I cannot believe that Jose Mourinho, world-class coach, can't see this. Can't see what I'm seeing. I'm sure he is. He must be going mental. Because, But I'm sure they're set up like it. Because, like I said, they've tried different players in that position. Anyway, I'm going to stop there because else this video is going to go on and on. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Cheers. Bye-bye.